This is your sixth grade artist statement guide. Write an artist statement about your art piece using specific art vocabulary from the lesson or unit, and use this graphic organizer below to plan your paragraphs. Be sure to answer all the questions. The first thing you need to do is come up with a descriptive title for your piece. Adjectives are words that describe. So you should not call it the name of the project, like tree drawing or name design. You should at least add your name in the possessive. So Aiden's tree or Sally's name design. Make it as creative and exciting as you possibly can. Then for questions one and two, you're describing the project. You're going to describe what you made and what it looks like. Some terms that we use in the lessons and units are the elements and principles of design, like line, shape, form, color, texture, value, and space. So you might talk about the kinds of lines, straight lines, curly lines. You've used a lot of triangles or circles. Maybe for color, you can talk about the color schemes. Like principles of design are just more ways that you can combine the elements to describe what art materials were used. So the materials are drawing, painting, sculpture materials. What did you use? A pencil. And techniques. Technique is a way of doing things. So what techniques did you use? What specifically did you do with the paint to make it look the way you wanted it to and to make your work look good? So did you make regarding the art materials and the way that you were going to use them? Sometimes I give you specific art materials, but other times you get to choose what kind of paint you're going to use. Are you using markers, or did you decide to use colored pencils or to combine materials? I love this part of your statement, things that worked well. What was successful for you? Or did you encounter any problems? And if so, how did you solve them? Sometimes there isn't a way to solve a problem, and you can write about what you might have done differently. On to a third paragraph. Reflect on your project and your process. Some of these questions might not apply depending on the project. So, what inspired you to create this piece? If it's an assignment that I gave you, maybe you're not going to feel so inspired. Or maybe I gave you the project, but you found a way to engage. What do you want people to know about your work? Well, is there something else that you were thinking about that we wouldn't know unless you explain it to us? What message, feeling, or idea are you hoping to convey? Well, artists can express these things by the choices that they make with the elements of the types of line, color, texture to create a mood, to create a feeling. Explain. And then finally, a good concluding sentence might be on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. How satisfied are you with your piece? And then you can explain why. Before you turn in your work, make sure you proofread it. Use the correct type of punctuation, complete sentences to really flush it out into a paragraph.